Homophobia, the irrational fear of people who have a natural sexual affinity for the same gender, often leading to bullying and violence.
Fairy, sissy, lezzy, queen, fruit, faggot. Sadly, I've heard all of them. LGBT students are 2 to 3 times more likely to get bullied than straight kids, and 9 out of 10 report that they have been bullied or harassed. A groundbreaking new documentary short addresses these disturbing issues of bullying and school violence in America. Welcome to Kat Kramer's Films That Change the World. I'm Coco Peru, and I'm here today at the Sunset Gower Studios in Hollywood. In my new show, There Comes a Time, I address the harsh reality of bullying in our schools. I'm also featured in this film, Teach Your Children Well. And I am here today to introduce to you the lovely Kat Kramer.
We're here today to discuss the newest documentary that I've selected for my screening series. And my father, Stanley Kramer, always made films with social issues, and I try to do that by carrying on his legacy. Bullying and school violence of LGBT teens made national headlines when 4 teens committed suicide in September of 2010. Teach Your Children Well explores those issues and is a tool to spread awareness. And that is why I've selected it for Kat Kramer's Films That Change the World. Now we have a special panel with us today. Now I'm going to ask all of them how they got involved with Teach Your Children Well and about exploring the issues of homophobia, bullying, and school violence.
The initial idea was to really change the consciousness that people have around this issue. And I think of it much in the same way as what we've done with smoking in this country. 20 years ago, people smoked at home, they smoked in restaurants, on airplanes. We've changed that whole behavior because we realized it was harmful. And that's what we want to do. This film is about getting into people's consciousness, making them aware of the issue, and hopefully changing those minds so that these kids are not bullied, they're not attacked, and they don't feel so alone that they go off and commit suicide.
I was screening a series that I had just done called Sordid Lives, and they were showing this little 10-minute short, which I saw it and I was just moved and mesmerized by the message. I went to them and I said, whatever I can do, whatever little tiny bit of celebrity that I can bring to this, please let me be a part of it, because this message must get out there. We must reach the parents, we must reach all the children that go to school together, which I think this film should be in every school. We should move heaven and earth to get this into every school, but also to parent-teacher associations. Those people need to be a part of this. Those people need to hear this.
Social issue documentary being very a passion of mine, I was already very interested, and also having been bullied fairly severely when I was in junior high school, I felt like it's something I really had to be involved with.
I created Coco 20 years ago, and one of my goals of creating this character was that I wanted to address bullying and what I went through as a kid from about 2nd grade throughout high school. Going to school every day, terrified. I lost my education because of it. So it was something that I've taken seriously for the past 20 years, and I was relieved and thrilled to feel like other people were finally talking about what I've been talking about for all these years. So when I was asked to be part of it, I said absolutely.
These kids need advocates. Bullying is at a pandemic proportion in our schools, and the brutality of it is escalated, I think, within the LGBT community, because for so many of them there is no safe haven. They're bullied at school, they're bullied on their way home, so they need advocates. And this film is not only an enlightening, amazing experience in and of itself, but it will continue to be used as a tool for education, enlightenment, and advocacy of these kids.
And I felt very compelled to be involved because, as you mentioned, yes, I was bullied as a child. And many times I sat in my bedroom and I contemplated suicide myself. So I was one of those kids, and I'll never forget the day when my father knocked on my bedroom door and my dad just opened up his arms to me and he said, "Son, come here," and he hugged me and he said, "I don't care about you being gay. I love you for who you are." And that's the message that I want to make sure carries out today.
I got involved in this project because I wanted to be a part of a consciousness and a movement that would help to dismantle a system that oppresses and disempowers the queer community. I mean, frankly, as a person of God, a minister, I wanted to use my voice to let folks know that God and love expresses in so many ways, in so many forms, in so many fashions, even as queer folks, and that we have an opportunity to love one another, that we don't have to be ashamed, that we get to walk proudly, that we get to be who we are. And this film speaks to that bullying anyone, especially because of who they love, is not acceptable. I wanted to be a part of something like this.
The legendary Lily Tomlin is the film's narrator. Here's what Lily had to say about the issues of bullying and the film itself.
I'm really pleased to be a part of the production. I got involved, actually, luckily, happily, because my friend Coco Peru was involved with the movie, and he suggested me as someone to narrate it. So when the filmmakers approached me, I was delighted to be able to be a part of it, because it's such an unfortunate, sad, and critical issue, and has been going on for so long, really. I'm just proud and happy to be a part of it, because it's a kind of film that can be used in schools and churches and other kinds of support groups and venues to educate people and hopefully create empathy toward the issue and help people to, as the title of the film says, teach your children well, and maybe eradicate this kind of prejudice and intolerance. Bullycide, a suicide as the result of incessant and unrelenting bullying.
We wear this ribbon as a symbol of remembrance to those who have died from bullycide. Let us make this moment sacred by lighting a candle in the silence, in remembrance of those who have died from bullycide. We honor their families and their friends. I light this candle now in acceptance, self-acceptance, and acceptance of others, no matter who they love.